Perfect. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what is game number 1 in a 7-game set, not a best of 7, between Liereyy and Vivi. This is on my 24-hour stream, so for those on YouTube, sorry you have to look at my face. Sorry if that's distracting. It's just part of the appeal, I guess. It is free pick of civilizations throughout this best of 7 set. They paused. Let me make sure I'm not receiving messages. Liereyy says, how many restarts are there? I'm going to say 1 restart. Liereyy might not like his map, or he might have lost a pig or something. But yeah, game 1 will be Arabia. Game 2, the viewers here on the Twitch stream will get to vote. And then there will be a bunch of different maps and obviously different civs as they can't repeat them. Oh yeah, I'll move the overlay over. Thank you for the reminder, guys. So with me, I have Dave. It is 9 a.m. here. How hyped are you for these games, man?
I'm super hyped, man. I don't think I've ever seen a 1v1 between Liereyy and Vivi. I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, they don't play together a lot. Already... Oh, the Eagles are fighting. I bet you Liereyy loses his Eagle here.
Yeah, he's going to lose this fight.
That's behind. Why he asked me.
Or no, he's not behind.
No,
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So he lost his Eagle. That was the moment where he paused and messaged me about the restart. So that puts him at a huge disadvantage. I need to figure out how to move this table over. Sec asking, okay, 14, each one re. And I can't move this one. There we go. Perfect. Well, I don't think he'll want to call a re on game 1. What does he see? He sees his 2 boars. He has his goats. Honestly, not the end of the world.
No, and I mean, it's not like Vivi can steal a boar because he knows that Eagle is super weak, right? So
yeah, it could be worse. And his map's decent. He has a stone on the back. He has the gold wallable on the front. So maybe Liereyy will not want to use his restart in game 1, just in case something bad happens later on, and he'll play this one out. This is really unfortunate, though.
It sucks, but he took the fight, right? You made your bed, so now you lie in it. I love how players, when they're communicating with Vivi, and you did this too, the default setting is caps lock.
All caps lock, yes.
To Vivi.
And instead of, like, if he were to lame my pig or something, instead of saying, why did you lame me, I always say, like, I know this, I know that, you know this, why this, like very basic speech. Harrow was saying that to me as well. He said he loves playing Vivi because he'll speak to Vivi like Vivi would speak to him. Okay, well, Mayans versus Aztecs, Dave, 2 meso civs. Not a surprise, I guess, for game 1, but what civ do you prefer here?
I just like Mayans. I think they're more flexible than Aztecs. Mm-hmm. And I think Aztecs used to be the favorite, but now since they don't get that early loom, Mayans have kind of gone up in the rankings.
Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, obviously these civs are both very good. They have similar strengths. They all have archers, eagles, whatnot. But yeah, I like Mayans as well. In Hidden Cup, Mayans was always the first pick. However, Liereyy might want to save Mayans for another map. There are lots of different maps where Mayans can be useful on. And Aztecs are perhaps a little bit less flexible on different maps. So maybe Liereyy will save that. Liereyy seems to me like he wants to build a barracks on the front here in a moment. He might go for a drush with the extra gold he does have. And Vivi has to be very careful with his Eagle Scout. 2 HP, sorry. If he runs into the TC or runs into any villagers, he will lose that Eagle, and then they'll both be down a scout.
Yeah, at least he's scouting the enemy base, though. You look at Lierey's line of sight, and it's just a pathway right to where the Eagle died. And there goes Liereyy killing the Eagle. Oh, no.
I thought Vivi was just trying to bait Liereyy into going after it, just to toy with him, but it seems like he forgot about the Eagle, and okay, they both lost their scout. 1 kill, 1 death for both. And you know what? I don't believe Vivi scouted the fact that the barracks was up. No, Vivi did not scout the fact the barracks is up, so he might not know that this drush is incoming.
He's walling the right side. I think he might get that wall down before the militia comes in. He's definitely going to get a barracks, so it's not going to be denied.
Yeah.
I think... Will he have enough time before these come in?
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of what is the strat for Vivi, because Vivi will probably see the militia once the barracks is up, and then he can wall in his vills. But what's the strat here? Is it man-at-arms for Vivi? It seems like man-at-arms. That could be a struggle for him, actually. Yeah, he sees the militia.
Do you change the strat? Do you not get men-at-arms? I've seen people when they see militia or men-at-arms, and Liereyy only went for one. Okay, the second one's coming out right now. I've seen a lot of people just make 3 militia and not upgrade them, and just use them for defense, right?
Yeah, you have to determine if he's going to do significant damage to your economy here. If Liereyy were to force idle time with the Drush, then that would be where Vivi would probably want to create his own militia. However, what's interesting is that Liereyy is actually going for man-at-arms. He just sent that one militia out there early to try and trick Vivi, because they're both blind. They don't know what's going on here, but they're both going for what seems to be man-at-arms in the end. And Vivi, Fat Dragon, sending vills, man.
Is Liereyy gonna see this? Yeah, he knows. Yep. He knows.
And so Liereyy will be on the back foot now with only 2 militia, and it's 3 militia for Vivi, 4 militia for Vivi, and 4 forward villagers. So Vivi loves this, man. This is just typical strats from him to go forward, build towers. He's aggressive. We'll see how Liereyy can deal with this. Liereyy has his own vills. Game 1 could end right here with a vill fight, honestly.
It could. And both man-at-arms for Liereyy going to be a bit faster. Both of them just kind of dancing around with the vills.
Yep.
And Lierey's tower is down first. That's actually decent for Vivi, I think, to see where Liereyy put that, because just committed.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Vivi could overcommit. He runs in.
What are you doing?
Now, funny enough, he didn't lose a villager there, and he killed one of Liereyy. Look, he has a 3-to-1 KD at the moment, so the KD is actually better for Vivi in this fight. Vivi's winning this fight. Kind of. What on earth? Like, you would think that at the start of that engagement he would be way behind.
Okay, got one more, but he's gonna... Okay, so he lost 2 villagers.
Yeah, and Lierey's chasing this one.
Yeah, but Lierey's gonna definitely lose that vill.
Exactly. So Vivi saves her. I mean, awkward. It's really hard to cast those things, but at the end of the day, Vivi has 3 more villagers now. And he's sending more men-at-arms forward. And Liereyy committed to that tower on the gold, so he can't tower anywhere else. And Vivi wants to run around to the wood line or maybe the farm space on the left. What a play from the dragon.
She escaped that. That villager came all the way back, the men-at-arms chasing. And Vivi should save these 2 villagers and hook them up with the men-at-arms here.
Now, I wonder what Liereyy can do at the moment. He has to be very patient now because he can't deal with 2 or 3 men-at-arms. He'll wait for archers, but Liereyy, you know, he's housed at the moment because the house was delayed. He's struggling to deal with what Vivi's so known for. And Vivi wants to place a tower, I guess. Yeah, that's a bad tower. He'll have to delete that, but he's thinking of it. Thinking of where he'll want to place it.
Will he have to delete it? Don't tell this man what a bad tower is. He knows what a good tower is.
I guess Lierey's tower isn't in range of the villagers, and more villagers coming forward, so okay. So something to consider here is Mayans have their plumed archers, right? And Vivi is at home on stone, and he's walling up.
He's making eagles
this is
now,
good.
Though.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, I like eagles because if you try and commit to full plumes, you could just get overwhelmed by the time you get there. So a few eagles, certainly good for both of them even. Maybe not Liereyy right now, but we'll see. Again, Liereyy has to be patient. He now has a few archers, and eventually these men-at-arms will die.
So what was the point of that tower?
What? Vivi's tower? I don't know, man. I can't explain it.
Is it just like a sense of comfort? Does he just need a tower on the field somewhere?
Well, I uploaded a video recently which highlights Yo and Vivi playing in a game with towers, and they always know where the opponent's getting gold from. So you have the main gold there for Liereyy. The second gold is right next to that tower as well. So perhaps Vivi just wants some control over that. The other gold for Lierey's on the back, but yeah, well, I guess we'll have to see what Vivi does. It's definitely not worth it right now, but maybe later on it'll pay off.
Look where he's going with the other 2 vills on the right side.
Okay. So 2 vills on the right side.
For the eagles, because he knows the skirmishers are coming in somewhere.
And he's towering at home. This is intelligent play. Now, the tower...
There's a bunch of weak vills in there, too.
Oh, geez, you're right. The weak vills from earlier. Liereyy will kill 1. Liereyy will kill 2. So well played, Liereyy. That makes the vill count pretty even. But does Liereyy see the villagers on the back? He doesn't. He doesn't see the villagers from Vivi. Right behind his wood line. Where does Vivi place the tower? Okay, Liereyy could deny that if he notices.
He sees it.
Yeah, he has not reacted to it yet. I think because Vivi sent the man-at-arms into his berries, and because Vivi has the eagles on the front, so there's a lot to focus on for Liereyy. Well, Lierey's economy is a bit better when it comes to farms at the moment. Does he see the tower on the back because he needs his wood line? Dude, he hasn't reacted to this.
Okay, he just deleted the walls there, so maybe he does see it.
Yeah.
No?
I don't know. Game 1, right? First game of the day. Okay, I think he sees it now. He's sending the archers back, but the tower's already up. And that is mission accomplished for the Fat Dragon, man.
That hurts.
That is a sick tower, yeah.
Because Liereyy has to relocate his wood line now over to the other, near the other tower, so maybe Vivi could even push out from that direction.
Vivi's playing 5D chess, man.
5D chess.
Or 2D, 3D, whatever the joke is, but maybe not 5D here. But he knows now that his opponent will be down the wood line. If you look at Vivi's line of sight, you can see multiple wood lines on the left and the right as well.
Lierey's stone is also over there if he wants to, both of his stones, if he wants to like tower that hill area at some point.
Good point, yeah. I suppose the stone's not that important for Liereyy at the moment, right? It would be more important for Vivi. I think Liereyy will click up to Castle Age. Vivi has done so. Vivi's fully walled, and he's making a second barrack, so he'll commit with Eagles. But he always has the option to go for Plumes later.
Yeah, it's a long way away, though. He needs a lot of stone to get there.
So what's Liereyy doing? He has Eagles and crossbows. He needs his blacksmith. Well, Liereyy has a lot more military. 23 military right now. So if he can get enough upgrades on them and mass enough of them, he can deal with Vivi. But I think Vivi will play the patient route. Wait till he gets enough Eagles to take any fights.
Horse collar just now coming in from Vivi. My boy.
Is it? I don't see that on my screen.
Yeah, it just came in.
Okay. All right. Well, he was using the market just like you as well. Market went up nice and early.
He's got sneak villagers. This is me in like 5 years.
Yeah. This is like a mini, or not a mini. Dave is like a mini version of Vivi, that's what I meant to say. Is he really going to tower there?
Yeah, he is.
Oh my god. Okay, so these villagers with any other player would probably have gone back home, but not Vivi. He's hanging out here. And I think Vivi should not take this fight. He just wanted that 1 weak eagle, I guess. And there's horse collar from Liereyy now. There you go, Dave. Interesting style from Liereyy, man. He's only on 1 barracks, but 2 ranges. He will have quite a bit of crossbows, but I think as Castle Age goes on, he'll need more eagles. So I'm surprised he hasn't built a second barracks.
Vivi sent a bunch of extras to stone as well, and now he's got 400. So he's pretty close.
So he will start off with eagles and then go into plumes. See, this is the flexibility of Mayans, as you said, Dave. Very flexible, so if eagles maybe won't work, they can go to plumes. And plumed archers are the one thing, or is the one thing that separates the civs, I think. Beyond the economy aspect, of course, but...
Yeah, I mean,
mass plumes can kill eagles.
Yeah. And he saw that Liereyy was investing heavily into archers. And plumes do really well against crossbows, once you get them massed anyway.
Yeah, so this will be a good start for Liereyy in Castle Age. He has the eagles walled out. He's killed one as well. But Liereyy, he can't do damage to Vivi. He can't get into Vivi's base. Vivi's building a nice safe castle. And he's building stone walls on the right. So there's nothing Liereyy can really do except take some small advantages by killing towers, getting his golds, and then maybe getting the relics, which would be helpful as Aztecs.
Another thing I love about Mayans, those plumes are so cheap. As soon as he dropped that castle, he just drops another TC, and he knows
Yep.
that he can make it work.
Yeah.
Like usually with any other civ, you drop a castle, you have to go 1 TC for a while.
Yeah.
But with Mayans, you can afford 2 TCs, 3 TCs.
I also love the positioning of the castle there. Nice and safe, protects the gold. It was never at risk of being denied. And now Liereyy knows, okay, my opponent is going plumes.
Eagles are at the back.
Yeah, it's just interesting. Vivi sees this immediately, loops his eagles around. He knows that Liereyy has his army forward. Great start for Vivi. He'll kill 2 Vils.
And Lierey's 1 TCing it. And he doesn't even have a castle. And he can't get in. This is looking really bad for Liereyy right now.
Yeah, what can he do against this man? Again, Vivi, patient back at home, has the extra eco. One style you could possibly attempt is go 1 TC Imp into Eagles and Trebs, but he doesn't have the stone. And man, the Eagles from Vivi killing more villagers, yeah.
Just shredding. He doesn't even care if he loses those. It's just a distraction.
Yep, these Eagles are not important to him anymore. Can he kill the Monk as well? Oh, wow, he kills the Monk as well with one of the remaining Eagle Warriors.
And he sends him back to the stone villagers just to be annoying.
Man, he's all over Liereyy in game 1.
Yeah, and Liereyy really tried to get in near that TC, and he just couldn't get in. With the tower and the TC there.
This could be over, actually. I mean, obviously a lot of game is still left to be played, but with the way this is playing out, Liereyy has an awful economy. He does not have plumed archers. He doesn't have a castle for protection. He doesn't have walls. Vivi has 2 town centers, probably 3 incoming soon, but look at the amount of plumes inside that castle, man. That's a lot of plumes.
Yeah, that crossbow army, if it's not careful, could be in trouble. But Vivi could be in trouble here. Okay, now he's microing. He's just now getting the armor, so the crossbows are still better right now. They have more range.
Wow, yeah, that was good for Liereyy at the start.
Yep.
Really good. And you know what? Liereyy is holding against the next Eagle raid, which is coming in. So, okay, and Elite Skirmisher now for Liereyy. I guess if he cleans up all the Eagles that are remaining, the Skirmisher isn't a huge risk. 2 TCs for Liereyy. He's 8 Vils behind, which isn't ideal. But he's kept the Plumed Archers back for now.
And
I say for now.
Archers are looping around to the left. He'll get, I think Vivi will get a couple Vil picks there, maybe. One. 2. He's just running under the TC. Yeah, no big deal. Whatever.
Yeah, doesn't care. Kills 3 Vils just like that. 10 Vil lead now. Yeah, Lierey's running out of options. Vivi's going to his 3rd TC. I love how he built a lumber camp next to that tower in the back. You know? Like, that would be seen as a waste, but I guess if he holds presence there for long enough, it's not. And while he runs in underneath the tower, he kills another villager, and he'll just run away again.
Yeah, he can afford to lose plumes here, because usually you can't afford to lose that mass, but his entire base is safe, so
yeah,
there's nothing Liereyy can do if he does lose it. I like how Lierey's keeping some crossbows on that stone. I think if he wasn't doing that, Vivi would have come forward and towered that stone and that area.
Yeah, he's also probably expecting Vivi to run in now that he has the left side secured. He's expecting Vivi to come in on the right, and yeah, he sees the Eagles coming in now. It's crazy how Liereyy expects it, and at that moment, Vivi comes in. You know, these guys are so good. Outpost there as well. Maybe Liereyy, because he's making a lot of Eagles right now, Dave. Maybe if he gets to Elite Skirm and Eagle, it can work for him. But as you can see, the Eagles, they don't have many upgrades yet, and Vivi kills a few of them.
He could get, what's the upgrade? Aflac? On
Aflac.
His,
yeah, the Aflac upgrade.
I mean, I'm trying to think from Vivi's perspective. Do you play the long game here? It looks like he wants to.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if he'll play the 3 TC style and go into a second castle with hopefully a bunch of plumes. Vivi has to be careful here.
Only loses 1 casually.
Yeah. I mean, if he has a big ball of plumes, he can build that second castle forward next to Lierey's golds. That's what I'm thinking, because he can build a castle soon. He is on stone a bit, I think. Yeah.
But that's a very nervous-looking castle from Liereyy.
On the right? Ooh.
Yeah. That, like, there seems to be better places you could put that.
Yeah.
Seems like he doesn't have any idea what Vivi wants to do here if he's putting a castle like that.
Well, on the other hand, it could mean that he's confident on the left. And
Yeah.
I have to give Liereyy credit. Look at his resource balance right now. Despite being down that many vills, he'll click to imp faster, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean he's got 70 villagers. He's only 12 vills behind.
With Aztecs. Yep, Aztec farming. And he will have 2 relics with Aztecs. He's getting a second now. So, if you remember, I said I think early Treb push and imp with Eagles would be the play here. Maybe it's Eagles, Skirms, and Trebs for Liereyy and imp. He knows that he needs to kill Vivi's castles, and then Vivi will be weaker. Vivi will click up to imp. He has... Does he have a second castle?
No, he doesn't, but look at how far around on the right side he's going.
Yeah.
He's looping all the way around.
Well, he knows Liereyy expects him. Liereyy sees the one group.
That's bad from Vivi. I don't like that.
It might have been a pathing issue.
No, I mean, sending these plumes this way.
Oh, really? It'd be bad if you lost them for sure.
Yeah.
But I think now this is where you need to take those engagements before Liereyy gets the Aflac skirmishers, you know, and these are good pickoffs. At the same time, it's probably not units that Liereyy wants to keep alive. Look at the split micro as well.
It's not doing anything.
It didn't do anything, but it's pretty.
He's splitting in between shots. Like,
it didn't do anything, but it's pretty. I think
might make him feel better, but
yeah, Vivi has ballistics, right? So
yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is where I don't like
scouts. Oh no, these are Eagle Scouts, man.
They did way more damage than they ever should have.
Yeah.
Like, that's where Vivi probably should have run back a bit. He obviously didn't know the Eagles were there. But you know, Dave, this is possible for Liereyy. 32 military and only 10 for Vivi. So he's going to imp, but he's just lost his numbers. And that's probably what you were mentioning. Like, why commit there?
Vivi doesn't have a second castle, so he's going into full Eagles. So I guess he didn't want to keep his plumes around. He's actually adding another TC out to the right, getting more map control, prioritizing eco right now.
Well, you know what? It makes sense to go into Eagles instead of the plumes because he's already seen that his opponent has a lot of ranged units. So if he's expecting the skirms, why not go into Eagles as well? Mayan Eagles are actually better than Aztec Eagles once they get the El Dorado upgrade. But for now, it will be a race to the Elite Eagle upgrade, and Liereyy has identical sorry, no, he's behind just one upgrade. Pretty close game, you know, after how poor it was from Liereyy at the start. He's still behind villagers, of course, but pretty close game now.
I feel like he defended really well, and he didn't prioritize pushing at all. And Vivi just kept tossing units into him.
Okay, so El Dorado for Vivi this early.
Right away.
Wow, that's expensive, but he has the eco for it.
He could just raid. He could just... That's what he's going to do. He's just going to ignore the armies, go in and raid. Nice quick walls from Liereyy.
Wow. Beautiful quick walls from Liereyy. He almost trapped the Eagles in there, so he keeps the Eagles away from his eco. Very important that Liereyy did that. And now Lierey's getting Garland Wars, so we see the unique decks come in immediately early imp. So we have the extra attack, and then we have the extra HP. Again, the extra HP is actually better here, but the attack is crucial for Liereyy. He needs something.
I want to see barracks at the back from those two villagers, but as I say that, Lierey's stonewalling back there to prevent any raids from coming in. He wants it to be military v military. Yeah. He doesn't want a raid game.
Well, Liereyy does have the hill here, and so for that reason, I think Vivi will need to run back, and he does. 146 military for Vivi, 126 for Liereyy. I like the stone walls as well. I think that's a good decision, but... oh, and you know what? Liereyy sees the extra gold in the outer ring on the right. Vivi was going to it, and Liereyy will keep Vivi off that for the time being, so that's another thing we need to look at.
And Liereyy made those stone walls on the right at the perfect time, because Vivi was just considering going over there. Now he's heading back. I want to see Aflac come in.
Does Aflac help you? It's Atlatl, by the way, guys. We know it's not Aflac, but does Aflac help you here? I don't know how this fight goes because they're not fully upgraded. I think this could be very, very close.
Vivi wins this.
Iron Casting comes in. Vivi sending in more units. Liereyy sending in more units. Liereyy has... Oh, yeah. Liereyy has very few Eagles remaining, and There we go.
Never underestimate an extra 40 HP on units.
Yeah, you had, well, first of all, Iron Casting came in faster for Vivi, so he had 9+2 attack with 100 HP, and then Liereyy just had 9+5, I guess, and 60 HP. So, honestly, really well played from Vivi. It was almost looked easy for him. He never looked troubled. Liereyy was troubled from the very beginning, and he did a great job to come back to this stage and get close, but was not close enough.
I think those 2 villagers he sent around there are the MVPs here.
Yeah.
Like, he couldn't put any pressure on the front. He took that ridiculous fight with the villagers and man-at-arms and somehow came out of it okay.
I don't know how, man.
Like, we were both cringing when he ran in there.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, okay, I'm gonna act like I walk back to my base, and I'm gonna walk around to the other side. I know where your wood line is. Let's put a tower on it. And then Liereyy, he just couldn't catch up after that.
Yeah, man. Well, look at the eco difference. Vivi, more food, wood, stone, and gold. So he gets game number 1. He gets $100. Every single win earns you $100 in this set. But all 7 games will be played